Brilliance or bullshit.
Welcome back to Brilliance or Bullshit. I'm your host, Christopher Vaughn, and today we're going to be talking about CEO.CA, one of Canada's leading websites for investors talking about venture stocks in the Canadian marketplace. So without further ado, let's get it.
Moderate Media.
Once I started following these tags and I really started noticing who people were and started trying to take note of who to listen to, I started having a lot of people that I needed to follow, whether it be people or company channels or topics. I had to follow them. You can follow users on CEO just like you can on any other social media website. So on CEO.ca, the way to do it is to go to the chat section of the webpage, which is that middle column. In the top right-hand corner, what you'll notice is that there's a little plus sign. Click on the plus sign and you'll be able to add that user channel, whatever it is that you're in at that point in time. That specific channel that you're in will get added to your watch lists.
Like a terrorist watch list?
Obviously, a watch list is just being able to organize different companies, channels, people, whatever group, put it into a list that you decide on the topic or the theme, and you can go ahead and follow these companies, people, whatever it is, immediately within your watch list. When you go to the CEO.ca homepage, you'll see a tab that says watch lists. This, of course, is your watch lists. These are the ones that you create. Now, no one else gets to see these if you make them private, but you can also make watch lists public. So watch lists are great for you as a user to use to be able to follow your companies, to follow people and keep them organized in your head. But the public watch lists are really a great tool if you're looking to find out about new companies or different groups or themes that you hadn't heard of before. One great example is, and we'll use it because it's kind of timely, right now, the Newfoundland Gold rush everyone's talking about. So if you were to go on now, again, to CEO.ca, go to the homepage and head on over, instead of to watch list, is you want to go over to community. And in the community tab, you'll notice that there is also, you can sort by users. You can also sort by topics. So go ahead and click on that button, sort by topics. And what you will do is you scroll down and you'll see, okay, so here there's a couple of topics, and you'll see some panels that you can look at. Some are more or less active. Panels are essentially a channel that anyone can look at, but only those who are designated speakers on the panel can actually contribute to the panel. And then if you keep scrolling down, you'll find the public watch list section. All of these public watch lists were created by our users. So anybody can make their watch list public or private. And this is done at the beginning when you create your watch list. So you can just click on the little button that says public, private. It's up to you. If you click on public, you're basically allowing anyone to see it. It'll populate into this list on CEO.ca's homepage, and we can go on in and check it out. I used the example of the Newfoundland, what's happening in Newfoundland right now. Everything that's going on with the gold rush there. Well, one thing we don't really want to see in company channels is a bunch of tags for other channels. Sometimes these tags are legitimate. Sometimes there are comparisons to be made, or there's some type of direct relevance to both companies to be made within this post. But this isn't always the case. And a lot of the time it makes it very noisy. So one great use of these watch lists is if you go on down, scroll down, you'll see that there's a watch list called Newfoundland Gold. Go ahead and click on that. Now, what you'll notice is that in this watch list, you have at least a dozen companies, if not more, that are here for you to look at. And what it's basically doing is it's giving you, as the investor who might be interested in the what's happening in Newfoundland, and you might have heard of one or two of the companies involved in what's going on in Newfoundland, but here you have a crowdsourced, a community-sourced list of companies that are currently active in Newfoundland and Labrador. And so what that does is it really gives you a way to discover new companies, right? And I mean, obviously, we're all here looking for new investments, whether you're on CEO.ca or whether you're scouring the internet elsewhere. The fact that you're here watching this is telling me that you're someone who's out there looking for investments just like I am. And so these public watch lists are a great way to get some names, or to get names of people who to follow, or different companies that are active in certain areas that might be of interest to you, without being accused of spamming companies or spamming company channels with unrelated tickers and all this stuff. The reality is, guys, we've got more and more users coming into CEO.ca all the time. Other chat sites maybe gaining less traction, I'll say. and we're kind of eating their lunch. So there are a lot of people showing up, and they're bringing their ways of posting. They're bringing some of their noise. They're bringing, every culture is different on every site. But one thing we're trying to do is, obviously cut down on that noise as much as possible, which makes these public watch lists a great resource. If you're someone out there who's looking to talk about multiple companies, looking to talk about a jurisdiction, something that's happening in an area, or watch list that might follow a certain investor. I know there's a watch list for Eric Sprott and what he is invested in out there, which is like half the market, let's be honest. But you can use these watch lists as a great way to find new companies, find new people, and put out information that you might think other people could find of value as well, without being tagged or flagged for moderator attention. If you have any comments or questions, anything about this video, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll be there. I'm happy to answer all your questions. The other thing you can do is head on over to moderatemedia.ca. You can throw any questions you want at me over there on that site. Or conversely, obviously, head over to CEO.CA. Sign up there, guys. I'm on there every day. My handle is Vaughn. You can reach out to me through direct messages or post in my personal channel. Do whatever you'd like, but I'm always around. I'm always open for a chat, and I look forward to hearing from you. So, other than that, thanks for listening, guys, today, and we'll see you next time.
Moderate Media.